Good evening. This is Ronnie G again. I'm not Elder G. I'm just Ronnie G. Because I'm talking about life. I'm talking about what truth is, what faith is, and what trust is, and what love is, and what good is, and what evil is. See, our federal government is set up with laws. You know, we have the Constitution, and then we have laws in each state. And Congress, the House of Representatives, and the Senate, United States Senate, they are the ones that write all the federal laws. Since the Constitution has been in existence, the United States House of Representatives and the Congress, the Democrat system, the House of Representatives and the United States Senate, they write all the federal laws. So that means that the House of Representatives and the United States Senate, those are the bodies that write all the laws for the federal government. Just think about this now. The same people that write all the laws for the federal government, for the United States Constitution, it's the same people right now is trying to tear down that very system. Just think about this. Just think about how crazy this is. And how crazy some people are that's in America that really hate America. They don't like America letting all the black and the brown people come here. They don't like that. The very people that's supposed to look out and protect us, the black and the brown people and the Democratic white people that's trying to give us our rights, the very people that swore an oath to the Constitution, it's the very people that's tearing it down. Let me tell you something, white America. All the laws in the Constitution was written by you. Was no minority in the House or the Senate when all these laws was written. No Mexican, no Asians, no women, no blacks. Only white people wrote these laws, and here you are complaining about the very laws that you wrote. You ain't nothing but hypocrites and you ain't nothing but liars. Think about this. Fani Willis in Georgia, she got a family. I know she got 2 daughters because she talks about them. You don't give a damn about Fani Willis. I'm sure that Letitia James in New York has got a family. But you don't give a damn about Letitia James. I'm sure that Alvin Bragg is got a family. But you don't give a damn about Alvin Bragg and his family. I'm sure that Jack Smith is got a family. This man can serve this country in his capacity as a lawyer and a prosecutor for 30 years. And he got a stellar record. Jack Smith is above reproach. That's a God man. That's a God-fearing man. He's above reproach. And the same people that's supposed to protect us from criminals that hired Jack Smith, the same people that protect us from criminals and terrorists, it's the very man that our federal government is trying to tear down. Think about this now. Jack Smith's name is above Trump's name. Jack Smith has got respect. He's got integrity. He's an honest man. You can tell 30 years in the federal government prosecuting, and people around the world want you to come to prosecute terrorists. And you're going to throw this man that can prove who he is for 30 years of service. You're going to give that up for somebody that's been twice impeached, that's been convicted of sexual assault, that's got to pay, when they finish, over $100 million in a settlement while he was convicted. 34 felonies convictions. His company has been convicted of fraud. And you gonna try to destroy Fonnie Willis, Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, Jack Smith. You're gonna try to destroy them. And then you're gonna act like you know God. And you're gonna act like you follow Christ. I'm telling you right to your face. Because I know you lying. Ronnie, how do you know they lying? Because I'm telling the truth. And I believe that as long as I tell the truth, I will prevail. The only reason that I'm able to do this, the only reason that I'm able to talk like this, because God is with me and Christ is right here by my side. These people ain't nothing but liars, and they going out there destroying good people. And the 77 million people that voted for him and still supporting him, you just as guilty as he is. Matter of fact, the Bible say that you worse. You worse. See, you know they lying, but you still stick with the lie. Revelation 22. Whosoever loves and make a lie shall have their part in the lake that's burned with fire and brimstone. When you really believe in God, and you believe that God is going to be able to deliver no matter what. I believe that God will deliver me when I'm in the water. I believe God is going to deliver me when I'm going through the fire. I believe that Jesus is going to be able to deliver me at the judgment seat. I believe that God had put all that power in his hand. And I believe that he can be able to do those things. The Bible says, and the Constitution says, There is two things that we cannot have under our Constitution. We can't have it. For no reason, we have to accept it. The Constitution said all the way to war. We can't have a dictator, and we cannot have a king. Under the Constitution of the United States of America, we can never have a dictator or a king. The Constitution tells us that we can form a militia in order for us to protect the Constitution of the United States of America at all costs. That's why whenever I come on, I always tell you, it's very important in life under the Constitution that you do this. You pledge your allegiance to the flag, not to a man, not to a woman, not to a president or a vice president. You pledge your allegiance to the Constitution of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. One nation under God, indivisibly with liberty and justice for all. It's justice for all, not for y'all. There is no doubt in my mind that Jack Smith is not lying. There is no way that Jack Smith could have went and sit in that hearing and gave that deposition under oath. Did you see anybody call him a liar? Did you see anybody telling him what he's saying is not true? That President Trump is guilty of trying to overthrow the Constitution of the United States of America. You know, the only way that Jack Smith walked out of that hearing without handcuffs on him, that you know that his testimony was true. I believe it's true. There are some people in this country, it's just no good. These things should have been said centuries ago. There is some people that's in this country that don't care nothing about this country. That don't care nothing about our laws and our Constitution. You hear black and brown people crying all the time. You're infringement on my freedom. You're infringement on my rights. You're interfering with my freedom to speak. You're interfering with the freedom of the press. You're interfering with my religion, my faith. You're interfering with the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. You're interfering with my freedom to assemble and to petition my government. Since 1619, you still ain't heard nothing. Because of your prejudice. Because of your hate for black and brown people and for good white people that try to help us get our freedom and our rights. That's all you is evil. But the black and brown people, we're not going to back down this time. See, we know better now. We know what's in the Bible. We understand that things in the Bible now. The Bible says whenever evil come against you, you got every right to try to stop it. If somebody try to break in your house and you got the means to stop it, you got every right to stop it. If someone trying to take your freedom away from you, the same freedom that they want to enjoy, but they're going to turn around and try to take it away from you when they ain't no better than you. You got every right to put a stop to it. No one have the right to run over your rights or run over your freedom or to run over your religion or your belief or who you want to love. That ain't none of my business who you want to love. Just don't ask me to participate in it. People rob and steal and kill every day. You got every right to protect yourself and to protect your property and to protect your family and protect your stuff. People who lied to us too long. So-called Christian folk, some led us astray too long. No more. No more am I just going to sit back and say nothing and don't do nothing and just let evil run wild. God gave us laws. The Bible said, whoever killed with the sword shall be killed by the sword. Whatever judgment is meted out to you, that same judgment shall be measured back to them again. God wants the Christian people to stand up against evil. Half of this country is just pure evil. All they believe in is lust and power and money and status. That's all they believe in. If they work and make their money and they want to spend their money the way they want to spend their money, they free to spend their money the way they want to spend their money. Don't try to tell me how to spend my money, because I have the same freedom you have. Don't try to tell me how to talk when you ain't no good. The Bible says, when you ain't no good, I do not have to listen to you. If my government, I'm supposed to obey my government as long as my government obeys the Lord. The federal government is not obeying the Constitution right now and is not obeying God. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I ain't trying to tell you how to act. When some evil thing come against you. But I'm going to say it the same way that Joshua said it when Moses died. I don't know what you're going to do, but as far as me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. It's up to you what you're going to do. It's up to you how you're going to act. But I know sin is not going to stop unless you put a stop to it. Sin don't have no respect for God. Sin don't have no respect for Jesus Christ. Sin don't have no respect for their parent. Sin don't care about nothing except what the sinner think that they want. I'm not standing for it, I ain't going to fall for it. I know what's in the Bible. And I know what's in the Constitution. You know I know because earlier in my videos, I put the whole Constitution on video. I think I did like 2 or 3 times already. So I know you know I know the Constitution. And I know the laws. And I know what God said. God tells us that we as believers are supposed to imitate Christ. We're supposed to let Christ lead us and guide us in the way that he would have us to go. So within Christ's rights, Christ gives us right to defend our property. He gives us the right to defend ourselves and to defend our family. Sometime in defense, somebody is going to die. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care who you are or what you believe in. You ain't going to let nobody kill you. You ain't going to let nobody kill your kids if you can stop it. If you got God in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul, the Bible said that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So if you got Christ in your life and Christ lead you, God is with you with whatever you do or whatever you need to do. The way that Judge Aileen Cannon in the federal court in Florida, the way that she dropped that case that Jack Smith said in both cases in Florida and in D.C., he can prove his case beyond a reasonable doubt, and Aileen Cannon dismissed the case. Just like the 6 married Supreme Court justice, when Donald Trump had got convicted of 34 felonies, he had been convicted of sexual assault. He had been impeached twice. His company had been convicted of fraud. The Supreme Court say if he get back into office, he can assassinate his opponent. And you couldn't charge him. That's evil. That's treacherous. That's against God. That's against Christ. And that is against the Constitution. And if you're against God, and he against Christ, and he against the Constitution, he's against me. He's not even just against me. He's a threat. I see what he's trying to do to Jack Smith. I see what he tried to do to Fonnie Willis in Georgia. I see what he tried to do to Letitia James. I see it. And Alvin Braggs. Good, qualified prosecutors. That no good MAGA people threw lifetime prosecutor, above reproach, threw him under the bus for a no good liar. That lets you know where we are. It's about right and wrong. It's about good and bad. No matter what race you is, if you evil, I'm against you. And I'm going to stand against you. And I'm going to try to do everything in my power to destroy you. That's what my duties are as a man of God. I'm supposed to stand with righteousness. I'm supposed to stand with truth. I'm supposed to stand with justice. I'm supposed to resist the evil. And the evil will flee from you. I don't mess with nobody. I mind my own business. But if you come after me, I'm not going to sit there and let you run over me just because I'm a man of God. The Bible says that you need to stand. And once you done stood, the Bible says stand some more. And the Bible says resist the evil one. Resist is telling you that you can do everything in your power to bring down the evil one. And God is not going to hold it against you. Matter of fact, the Bible says if you can just convince one person to come away from darkness and turn to Christ, it said the angel will stand up and sing in heaven. If you can just convince one to turn from his evil and come back to the Lord, it ain't going to be no prayer, nothing, because I'm talking about politics, I'm talking about life, I'm talking about what you need to do to protect your family, to protect your faith, and don't let nobody blaspheme the Holy Ghost. I ain't gonna let nobody blaspheme the Holy Ghost around me. So, it's up to you. You have to make your own decision. You have to make your own choices of what you're gonna do. Are you gonna stand with Christ? Or are you gonna stand with the devil? If you stand with the devil, I'm against you. I'm against you. I'm going to talk against you. And I'm going to do everything I can to stop you from trying to turn God's sons and daughters into evil people. I'm just not going to stand there and do nothing. God brought me too far for me to leave him now. I'm going to let Jesus lead and guide me all the way to the judgment seat of Christ. I'm going to put my trust in Jesus. I'm going to put my hands in his hand. And I'm going to let him lead me and guide me all the way to the promised land. Thank you.